Hi, you guys, and thanks for tuning in. Today I'm coming to talk to you guys about several things. One of them is Kai. Okay, so Kai is on this Jesus, I don't know what to call it, thing. I don't know what to call it because it's been 2 weeks now, and Kai has been asking a lot of questions regarding Jesus. He wants to know, where do he live? Why is he in the sky? Do he love us? Why do he love us? I mean, just questions after questions after questions after questions, you guys. Everything just all day long is about Jesus, right? So Sunday we go visit another church, and they didn't have the kids church, so he had to go with us. So this minister was loud, and Kai says, "Dad, what is he doing?" And my husband said, "Well, he's preaching." "Preaching? I like that." And Kai's like, "Yeah." You know, with the preacher. And I'm like, "Whoa, okay." So yesterday, before I came to work, I stopped by the park. I said, "Okay, Kai, go." We had 30 minutes so you can play, for 30 minutes. So this guy, he goes to the park and he gets up on the bars way up there, and this guy starts to preach. There was nobody there. It was just Kai. And Kai was preaching. Kai was saying all kinds of stuff like, "Hallelujah, Jesus loves you. Come on, everybody. Don't you know? We got to fight for Jesus. God and Jesus, they're the same." I mean, all kinds of stuff. I couldn't believe it. I recorded it. I started recording, but when I played back, you couldn't hear it. But this guy was loud. He was loud and he was for real. And I'm thinking like, OMG. Okay, God, what are you doing? And I had to say, "Okay, Kai, it's 30 minutes. We got to go," for him to stop. He spent the whole time not playing, but preaching whatever he was doing, right? So I said, "Kai, what were you doing?" He said, "I was praying." I said, "Praying?" "Oh," I said, "it sounded like you was ministering." He was like, "What's that?" I said, "You talk to people talking about God." He's like, "Oh, okay." So today we were headed back to work, and we drove by the park. He was like, "Mom, can I go to the park for a minute? I want to pray again." And I was like, "Okay." So we went to the park, and sure enough, he got out, and we only had like 15 minutes, and he started preaching again, praying, whatever you call it. And he was like, "Hey, y'all, it's me again. Remember what I was telling y'all yesterday? Now, y'all got to remember, we got to fight." I was like, OMG. So, I don't know what God is doing, but remember, Kai, when I was getting ready to go to prison, I got pregnant. And this was my first time getting pregnant in 10 years. I couldn't get pregnant. And no matter what we did, my husband pulled me to the altar. The pastor would pray, but I just couldn't get pregnant. So when it was this time, the season where I was going to court back and forth, all of a sudden I was pregnant. And I was like, "No!" I was crying like, "Oh my God, this can't be real." Because I knew that I was going to go to prison, and, I'm going to go to prison, with a baby. But, God worked it all out. I had Kai right before I went to prison, and I left, but my husband took care of him. But, God does everything for a reason. So now I'm like, oh, okay. So you trust me, the whole going to prison and everything I went through was God's will, and he was doing some things with me. And now I'm like, oh, okay. So, man, God knows exactly what he's doing. So I'm like, oh, shoot, we got a preacher boy. So, yeah, that's what I'm going through with Kai. So, okay, Casey. So, of course, I went ahead and took Casey off of punishment. I listened to all the comments, read all the comments, and I really appreciate all the comments. And I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and take this girl off punishment, right? So, but before I took Casey off punishment, Casey says, "Mom, me and my friends had a bet, and the bet was, well, whoever lose had to ask this guy out to the dance, St. Hawkins dance, and I lost. I was like, kind of just looking at her, I was like, really? And she's like, yeah. So I was like, well, I don't know why you would make a bet knowing darn well you're on punishment, you know. And she's like, Mom, but this was all before I got on punishment. And I said, oh, who is this guy? He's just a boy, and everybody thinks he's ugly, and that's why we made the bet, and because it's like we're asking the ugly guy. I was like, oh my God, that is so wrong. You shouldn't have did that. And so I kind of just let it go. And so once I took her off of punishment last week, I said, so whatever happened with the bet? And, she said, well, Mom, I have to ask this boy out to St. Hawkins dance. I said, what make you think we're going to let you go to St. Hawkins dance with a boy? And she says, well, I don't, Mom, but I said, okay, Casey, it's just a dance, you know, but I really wish you would not have done that. Who is this boy? He's just a boy, Mom. He's a friend. I've been knowing him since during high school. He is a friend. There's no liking, Mom, in this whatsoever. But I'm giving her the eye. Yeah. Well, why you say ugly? Mom, to me, he's not ugly. That's just what people think. Like, he's ugly and he's dark. He's dark-skinned. And I'm dark-skinned and he's dark-skinned. And we understand each other. We're friends. We've been friends for a long time. I said, but Casey, you made a bet. You made a bet. And what if you find out, like, you asked him out because you lost the bet? That's not cool at all. How would you feel if you found out somebody asked you out because you lost the bet? You shouldn't have done that. And, um, if my question, if he's so ugly, because I'm thinking like, yeah, I bet. If he's so ugly, why do you want to go to the dance with him? Mommy, he's not ugly to me. I'm not saying he's ugly, so I can't wait to see this boy. So whatever. Okay, she's going to the St. Hawkins dance, and I'm going to tell her, you make sure you let him know that you guys made a bet. Or maybe I shouldn't do that. Oh, maybe not. But she's going to the St. Hawkins dance with this boy, and I want to see this boy. And okay, so her dad, he knows about it, so he's okay with it. And she's like, it's not a date. It's not a date. No, it's not a date. It's not a date. I don't think it's a date. And we definitely talked about the whole punishment situation, and she understands. I asked her a question, do you understand why? And you're on punishment. And she went back. She talked about everything and why, and she understand. And what mistakes did you make? And she told me about the mistakes that she made, and and how she just want to allow God to just really order her steps. And Casey's very wise, smart little girl. So okay, so we were done with that punishment, and I got to make sure I keep my eye on her, and see what's really going on. Okay, so now Valentine's Day. I'm really excited about this weekend because it's Valentine's Day. But somebody don't seem to be too excited as I am. My husband, right? So I'm planning to do something with my husband. He says, finally, because I keep talking about it. He's like, you seem to be really excited about Valentine's Day. I didn't know you cared about it. I was like, yes, I do care. Yes, I do care. I don't remember you. Yeah, because that's because I've been gone. I've been gone too long. And now that I'm home, you better remember. You're not single no more. Okay, I'm home. And Valentine's Day means a lot to me. And we're going to celebrate it. Yeah, so we're trying to do something special. It's not all about buying me anything. Like, he knows that I don't want him to spend money on me. I prefer to take the money and put it elsewhere. Buy me some candy. He knows, buy me some candy. That's all I want. But I just, I want him to recognize this Valentine's Day. This is one time of the year that you get to show your loved one that you really love them. Show me. Show me that you love me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying go buy me no diamond rings. I do like diamonds, but I think candy is all I want. Buy me some candy and I'll be happy with some candy. So, yeah. So I'm looking forward to this weekend and Valentine's Day and having a good time. I went and tried on some dresses. So I'm like, okay, well, let me get a red dress. Yeah, and as small as I look, ooh, I'm some bigums. Yeah, the dresses. I was just like, ooh, goodness, just all up here, just like all big and stuff. I was like, okay, now 3 dressing did not work. And then there was a red skirt, so I tried on a red skirt. I was like, ooh, I'm looking all in the back and stuff. I'm like, ooh, I need to work out. I need to start working out again. But it's kind of hard because I'm going through this pain in my body, whatever. But yeah, I need to start working out again because that red skirt, I don't know. So I do have a red dress at home, and it's over the neck. It kind of flares out, don't too much show, nothing. So I might be wearing that. What are we doing? So I, I do want to cook for him. I do want to cook a romantic dinner, and then there's a live band at the casino, and I'm thinking maybe we just go to the live band at the casino afterwards. I did get permission to babysit Granny for a week, and so we got the house to ourselves. Yeah. So anyway, all right, you guys, that's it. Thank you so much for coming over and checking me out. Thank you for continuing to support my channel. I love you, you. I love you, love you, love you, and I appreciate you. All right, you guys, until the next video. Peace.